Hello. Good evening. It's Jennifer with One Crafty Sister. Hello, hello. Give it just a second to pick up in your feed. Make sure we are in the right place. Okay. We are in the right place. So hello, hello, stampers and friends. It's Jennifer with One Crafty Sister here for Tuesday Night Live. And I just want to say hello and happy Tuesday. And if you are here watching the live, let me know in the comments. I do have another device pulled up so I could watch the comments. So let me know and say hi. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'd love to hear from you. I'm excited to come here tonight. First of all, I just came home from my weekend retreat that I had this past weekend. And if you know anything about me, I love my weekend retreats. These events are so fun for me. They're a lot of work for me and my team, but what I love about them is just seeing all the relationships that are built at my Creative Escape weekend retreats and the fun that we have. And it just really warms my heart to spend 3 days with crafty friends that I love. So I'm still kind of in my retreat bubble this week, seeing as how it was just this weekend, and I can't wait for the next one, which will be February 28th through March 2nd. So I can't wait for that winter retreat. And if you have never been to a One Crafty Sister weekend retreat, you should give it a try. We have lots of fun. You get spoiled. We make lots of great projects. There's lots of games and we do a raffle. There's just a lot of fun stuff. So anyway, I am just home from that and I am just pumped up about creating and having fun. So tonight I'm going to share with you a fun project made with the More Than Autumn bundle. I don't know if you've seen this bundle yet, but it is uber super duper cute. As one of my bosses at work will say, super de duper. It is super de duper cute. More Than Autumn. So it is an adorable stamp set, but it also has these adorable dies that go with it to cut out several of the images plus some words, which are really, really cute and cool. And what's cool about this is, as it says More Than Autumn, this bundle is really good for, oh my gosh, all year long. If you like to have coffee themed things, donuts are always fun. There are little dies that say coffee or latte, so you can make really cute little labels here on this little coffee cup. Super fun. And if you super love it, this is actually my card club this month, so watch as I make this card tonight. If you love this, then you'll want to sign up for my card club, which today is the last day to do that. That's why I'm sharing this tonight. So you'll want to sign up today, as it is the cutoff today, and then you can get the card club for next month. And when you sign up for my card club, what you're going to get in the mail is about $20 to $22 in full size product. So that could be anything, and it's different every month. It could be a pack of designer series paper, a bolt of ribbon, a full pack of embellishments. It might be a half a pack of paper. It'll just depend on what I'm sending you, but there's always good things in there. So you have everything that you need to make your projects. You will need the bundle because I will cut out everything except the dies and things that you have to use the bundle for. And you will make 8 cards. So you'll make 2 each of 4 super adorable designs. And you'll just see how cute this is. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you this card that I'm going to make tonight. I can't get over how adorable it is. It's inspired by a card that my friend Patience Pruitt made. She is a super crafty girl as well. And look at this sweetness. You had me at peppermint hot cocoa. I just love this color combination. This is a Melon Mambo black, basic black, and also, oh, what is this color? I always forget colors. Bubble Bath. This is Bubble Bath. So Melon Mambo here, basic black and melon and Bubble Bath. And these are the cutest little hot cocoa cups with whipped cream and marshmallows. So I'm going to show you how to make this card tonight. Now, you don't have to worry about taking down any measurements or what order I did anything in, because I will be sending out my email tomorrow, a PDF with all the information on this card so that you can make it yourself, and it will have pictures and everything that you need to make it. So just sit back and enjoy the crafting that we're having tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and get my card base set there. We're going to go ahead and burnish that with my bone folder. And we are going to do some stamping first before I do some of the other stuff, because we have a little bit of stamping to do and we're just going to get it out of the way. So we will need those dies that I showed you guys. These awesome little dies. We're going to set those aside because we're going to stamp some things and then cut some things out. All right, so you are going to need some Memento Tuxedo Black ink for these cute images. And we're going to go ahead and pull out, I'm just going to go ahead and take this off so it's easy for me to reach all of them. We're going to stamp a couple of these cute coffee cups. You can kind of see here what I already did tonight for the sample. So we're going to stamp 2 of these little coffee cups. Clean that off. We're going to stamp some marshmallows. Let's bring this over here. Marshmallows and whipped cream. Real quick, just going to stamp all these images that we need. Okay. And this, so I have to tell you, this afternoon, it was misting rain when I left work, and it was, I'm going to say it was not cool, but it was cooler than it has been. And for just a minute, it was all gray and misty raining, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels like winter time. Now, obviously, it didn't really, because it's still in the 80s and sometimes in the 90s right now, so it is not cool here, but it was definitely giving me the fall vibes for sure. Okay, I think that's all we need to stamp in black. Now I need to stamp a couple things in the Melon Mambo. I love this color combination. This is actually one of my favorite color combinations, and I used to have my craft room all decorated in this color combo, for real. So my whole craft room, I used to have pink and black all over, and I still have a lot of Melon Mambo stuff sitting around because it is still one of my favorite colors. Stamp this sentiment kind of up here at the top. And we need peppermint. I have found myself liking teals like Summer Splash and Coastal Cabana more so over the last few years, but this hot pink has always been one of my favorites. We're going to keep that handy because we are still going to need it, but not quite yet. Okay, you need a couple blends for this project. So we are going to use some of the blends in Melon Mambo and also in the Bubble Bath. And we are going to color some of these images here. So we're going to start out with the light Bubble Bath. And I'm going to use the brush tip just to kind of color these big open spaces quickly. Now when I'm having classes, I don't typically recommend that people use the brush tip for this kind of coloring, and mainly it's because in a class and when you're learning on blends, like the tips can get really destroyed, and so you need to have a little bit of a soft touch. So I know that I have a soft touch, so I can do that. If you're using your own, I would recommend doing that. But otherwise I use the bullet tip. See, it has a bullet tip here, and then on the other end it has the brush tip. I use the bullet tip for most of my coloring. So we're just going to color in these hearts with the light, coloring it in with the light Melon Mambo. Come back in and give them a little bit of some shading. And then I'm going to give some color to these cups. These are going to be some of my dark shading that will come back through and do some blending with the lighter Melon Mambo. So I've said this before, but when I shade, I'm not a spectacular artist who knows how to draw shadows and make perfect shading. I just kind of follow the lines that are in the stamped images, and I kind of let those tell me where I want a darker color. And there are lots of YouTube videos out there for learning how to shade with alcohol markers like this. And it doesn't even have to be, I mean, you can really watch videos for any, obviously I want you to watch just about Stampin' Blends, but there are lots of videos out there in general on alcohol markers, and they all are slightly different, but they all kind of similarly function. So the shading process is real similar. Okay, so we're getting these big pieces colored in. And wherever I colored with the dark, I'm just kind of going over it in circles to kind of blend so you don't see a line. So see how you don't see any lines there? It's one of the things that I love about Stampin' Blends. It makes it real easy to color that way. Go ahead and color in some of the straw. If you didn't know what this was, those are cute little striped straws for your hot cocoa. Do I have any hot cocoa lovers out there? I actually love peppermint hot cocoa, so that's why I chose You Had Me at Peppermint Hot Cocoa. Okay. I'm also going to give the whipped cream and the marshmallows just a little bit of a bubble bath hue. I'm just kind of following some lines. I'm not coloring it solid. Okay, let's see. I think that's all we need to do on there. Yep, that looks like it. Okay, we stamped our other sentiment, so we have that piece. we have, oh, one more stamp. I need to stamp some sprinkles on here. Just some melon mambo sprinkles on our whipped cream. Super cute. And now we are going to cut a couple things out. But before I start cutting this out, I want to show you, you see how cute these little die cut words are. One of the things that you want to have in your arsenal when you are using little die cut words like this is our adhesive sheets. Now they come in a pack where you get them, they're 6 inches by 12 inches big, okay? So you can get a lot, you get several sheets of these. I think you get 10 sheets of this. I'm going to use just a little piece here. I'm going to show you how I use this to cut out my words and create stickers with them so they are easy to adhere to our projects. Now you can see the back side of what I did here. So I'm going to just separate these two pieces. One is sticky, one is not. So this is not the sticky part. I'm just going to turn this over and add this to my paper. I'm going to trim this piece off just so it's out of the way. And what this is doing is it's adding an adhesive onto the back so that when I cut this out, we'll tear off this paper backing and it will create a sticker with our hot cocoa words. Okay, so we have some cutting to do. So I'm going to slide this in here. Let me give you a little more view. And then we're also going to do one embossing with the really cool Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Have you seen this thing yet? Do you see how big it is? Super big. It is big enough to emboss a half a sheet of cardstock. Right now, I am just going to emboss this piece of black for our card front. So this is a 3D embossing folder. So when we emboss with the 3D embossing folder, and you can always go to your base plate for your reminder on how to do this. It says using with 3D embossing folder. So you put base plate number 1, which that's number 1, and then it says to put your folder with the paper in it, and then put the gray specialty plate. So I have number 4, the gray specialty plate. We're going to put that on top. We're going to roll that through. Oops, I'm sliding all over. And then look how cute that plaid is. Super cute. Okay. So we're going to get that out of the way, and now we're going to do some die cutting. So we're going to put our shim and our cutting plate down. We're going to try to cut out several things at one time. Let's bring this over here. We are going to cut out our coffee cup. We're going to cut out a whipped cream. Actually, I think I'm going to do the marshmallows first just to separate them. Actually, I can do both of these. Just not sure if they're far enough apart. I don't want my dies to rub against each other. Yeah, we'll do this on the second run. And then I need this cute little straw. I'm just using some washi tape to hold it in place. And then I'm also going to take that piece of paper that I added the adhesive backing to, And I have my dies here that I had already kind of kept stuck together. And I'm going to just place them here. I knew they would fit because I used them already that way. Okay, so we're going to slide those through. Okay, so we're going to cut out our other cup. But look how cute that is. So sweet. Because hot cocoa is sweet, and when it's in a cute pink cup, it's even sweeter. Let's get that whipped cream out. I mean, I can just think of so many times I would want to use this adorable bundle to make something fun, like for my friends that love fancy coffees. I just love whipped cream. I sometimes put whipped cream in my coffee at home because it's fun. Tastes good. I like to make my own whipped cream. I don't know if you've ever done that. It's really easy. We're done with that, so I'm going to put that out of the way. These little pieces out. I'm going to stick those back in my die sheet here. Let's see. Okay. And now the last thing we have to take apart is our words here. So you can see they have kind of like a backing on them. So I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of pop it out. It actually makes it really easy to pull out too. So perfectly cut, and there's an adhesive backing on there that's going to help us when we put our card together. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and bring all of our pieces up here so we can start doing some assembly. All right, the first thing we need to do is we need to adhere these two pieces together. That. We're going to add a bow with this adorable black and very vanilla checked ribbon or large check ribbon. You can color this if you want to with your Stampin' Blends. So if you wanted it to be Melon Mambo, you could take the brush tip and just run it along your ribbon to customize your ribbon, which is super fun to do. Trim my ends off. I used the gingham ribbon, this large check ribbon, on most of my pillow gifts this weekend for the retreat. And I loved how it just tied everything together. And I'll be sharing that with you guys over the next couple weeks, all those cute projects, because you may have seen some, as I did share some with some pictures that I shared on Facebook. So I'm going to layer this onto our card front. Like so. Nice contrast with the straight lines and that black and white and melon mambo. And then I have this circle, which is cut with one of my favorite sets of dies. This is the Stylish Shapes, and I love these stitch dies, circles, squares, and banners. So we're going to add this on some dimensionals to our card front. So, and then we're going to add these cute cups like so. Oh my gosh, you can see how it's already coming together to be so cute before it's even done. It's so cute. I could see this done in lots of different colors, for sure. Just gonna give this a dimensional and tuck this whipped cream on top right there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Look how cute these little marshmallows are. But it is big enough to fit a full size dimensional. Okay, and then I'm going to use a mini glue dot to adhere the straws. So I'm adding it to the front of them because I'm going to tuck it just behind here, like so. Okay. All right, and next I have, where's my stamp words? Okay, so we're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and trim out, oh look, I was missing some magnets. Do you see this? I had set those on my desk a couple of weeks ago, actually. They've been hiding on my scissors right there because I used them for a retreat project, and I took them out and I was working on it and I couldn't find where they went. And these scissors have gone to retreat and come back with me, and there they are. Imagine that. Okay. Take and trim these words out. Just going to do that for right now. But this peppermint, I'm going to trim out. I'm going to, what we call fussy cut or detail cut around it, just for something kind of fun and different. And so when I do this, I move my paper more than my scissors, and I don't try to be exact. I'm just kind of mimicking the shape along the bottom. I don't cut all the way into all the letters. This really makes me want a hot cocoa. And I have some, because this weekend, one of our classes at the retreat, one of the add-on classes was this class called Loaded Envelopes class. And we made these 3 really cool envelopes that you could load up with all kind of things for Christmas or for really any reason. We did them Christmas themed, but they could be done for birthdays. I think anyone who received it would be super excited to receive them. Okay, so I'm going to add my peppermint here with some glue dots. Look how cute that turned out. Right on the bottom of those cards. Now I'm just going to lay these kind of out so I see where I want them. Okay, that feels about right. So I'm going to turn this over. I'm just going to kind of stick my fingernail there and pull that off. So now it's a sticker. The fun thing about using this embossing folder is it kind of gives you a line to use as you're applying your letters. You can always take your tweezers as well to help you with placing these, but they're pretty easy to place. So you can see that you had me at peppermint hot cocoa. Let's add the you had me at. Trim this a little more. Cut these words apart. And then I'm just going to add some mini dimensionals right onto the back of them. So again, I'm going to kind of stick these up here to see how I want them before I stick them down. All right. And these are kind of just randomly placed. Which I don't always do, but my friend Patience, her card said something like, which it didn't use this sentiment. It said, where's the stamp set? It said, love you more than peppermint spice. I have you had me at peppermint hot cocoa. Now we need something on the inside. So I actually thought I would just stamp that cute cup on the inside. For fun. Should have done this when I was stamping before, but I didn't. So I'm going to just kind of mimic the look of the front just on the inside, because it's always fun to have some detail on the inside. I really like the little marshmallows, so I'm going to do the little marshmallows. Let's see, we can stamp that little straw. we can get almost all of the things. Let's see, I'm going to do it over to this side. Oh, got that right in the right place. And let's see, I think that's really all it needs. So I'll just take and do some quick coloring because I do love my blends. Go ahead and color in some stripes there. Okay, we're almost done. All right, I want to do these. Let's do the straw. What cute color combo. I have not used this color combo in a while. And like I said, this used to be like one of my favorites. Not just in my decor and my craft room, but I used to use it in a lot of projects. So it's kind of fun. I'm pulling in that bubble bath. It was a lot of fun. All right. So we're going to add that to the inside here. Ooh, I had ink on my finger. I'm going to have to pull out a eraser. Where is it? It's in my travel bag from this weekend. I have a little sand eraser. Just kind of try to get some of that off. Something that you can do is you can also bring in a little white craft ink. To do some other little detail. Like so, just to add that little detail to your card. I'll do that on the inside too. Yeah, so that's just a fun little added detail touch. Pretty cute, huh? What do you think? Do you like the added little lines and dots with the white gel pen? I think that is a nice little touch. So this is a Uniball Signo Broad. Okay, so if you're looking for one of those, that's what I used there. Super cool. So let me know what you think of this cute little card. And Patience, if you're watching, thanks for inspiring me to make this cute little pink and black card. So don't forget, tonight is the last chance to register for the More Than Autumn Card Club, and that will take place either in person or to go. So you can either come to my in-person class at the studio, which is later this month. It is, I can tell you, that is on the 28th of September. And then the kits will mail out the week of the 30th. So I'll have class in person on the 28th, and then I mail out the kits. So you'll have them at the beginning of October, so you can make fun fall cards. So I hope you enjoyed this tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to One Crafty Sister Live on Tuesday night, and I look forward to coming back next Tuesday with another fun project. You guys have a great night. Bye.